Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, and I'm Gibbs, and the queen of the house is here, Emilia.
Hello. Hi everybody.
And we are the Kanyongos.
Yes.
Yeah, so just want to give you an update of the progress of the house project. You are going to hear from, of course, the contractor as well as our project manager. We are making some good progress. We have reached the deck level now, so they just poured the deck, and so that's where we are at, and you are gonna see some pictures and videos. So the project manager is gonna talk about some of the challenges we've faced up to this stage, and we continue to face.
Yeah, especially I think the big one is we relied so much on the bill of quantity, and that thing was way off.
Yeah. Some of you who have completed the project, you know, the bill of quantity, that you can throw it out of the window.
It's not even. I mean, honestly, if we have to give you advice, it's not even worth it to pay money for the bill of quantity.
That's the truth.
Just pay as you go.
Yeah, that's it. Because
I think it works out well that way, because we literally keep bleeding out money.
Which, yes, of things that were not on the original bill of quantity.
Yeah.
You know, so we keep on revising our budget, and of course, I mean, it's again coming into this project. We knew some of these unanticipated things.
Yeah.
So I think that would be one of our big advice.
Yes.
When you get that bill of quantity, take it with a grain of salt.
If you get it, don't get it. That would be my advice.
Because
don't honestly. So disappointing, so at this point we're not even looking at it, we're just going and just paying as we go, and as our project manager requests things, we just like, okay, here we go again.
But I think going back to the bill of quantity, it's important though, because you need to know what type of materials are required at each stage. So in that regard, I think it's worth it. You need to know, okay, what type of, for example, we have cement, concrete stones, river sand, steel, and even bricks. You need to know what type of materials are required for your particular project. Of course, if you're building a one-story building, it's different from when you're building a double-story building.
Yeah.
In terms of the materials required. So in that regard, I think it's important to get a bill of quantity. But the prices, I'm telling you, those
completely off.
Yeah, the prices, the budgeting, yes, you should have a ballpark.
Yeah,
that's
off.
Yeah, that's our advice. Have a ballpark, but don't be hard and fast on that budget, because you're gonna have some huge variance.
Yeah, and especially now with inflation and things just going up, ridiculous amounts. From when we started to now, things have really gone up.
Yeah.
For example, like cement.
Oh yeah.
From when we purchased the first batch of cement, it was a little bit cheaper than when we purchased this batch. When was it?
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Even from the same supplier, things have gone up. Really.
Yeah. So those are some of the things you should be prepared for. But overall, we are happy with the progress. We feel like we are making some. The guys on the ground, they continue to do a great job. Our project manager, our contractor, our engineer, we are pleased with the quality of product which they are producing. So we, in that regard, you cannot, there's no substitute for quality, so it might take a lot more money, it might take a lot more time, it might take, but at the end of it, as long as it's a good product, it's worth it.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully what? I don't know.
Yeah.
2 months we'll be staying in the house. Just kidding. No. We still have, a long way to go, but
Yeah.
I think we'll get there.
Yeah. So again, it was just, again, you have the opportunity to see where we are at, and as you said, the project manager is gonna talk about some of the same challenges you just mentioned, and of course, the contractor is gonna give you details about what they just did in terms of concrete pouring of the deck and things like that, and the next stage.
Greetings. Today I want to highlight some issues we come across after this decking stage. There are certain aspects like talking on the supplier side, cement, your first supplier is not always the best. We realize that our cement has gone up after purchasing, and also on the aggregates. Sometimes you find that some deliveries will be less cubic meters as the required. Then those are some of the challenges we faced on our suppliers. But looking at the decking, we've managed to pour the second deck. We are left with the smaller deck, which can be done in a month. Then also looking at a few challenges we faced on our decking. These few challenges are covering from the client's budget side, looking at what has been included in our BOQ aspect, like timber for shuttering. It has not been included, and looking at the formwork hiring, it was not covered in the BOQ. So those are some of the challenges we faced on this stage, which were not highlighted. That is an extra budget to the client, so that we should always note those things during construction projects.
So we've reached the stage where we are pouring our deck for the ground floor, or the slab for the first floor, and we've basically split the stage into three phases. We've taken advantage of the fact that our house on this level is split into 3 levels, with a lower level, and then we'll have some steel stairs that will lead up to the next level, and then the third level is basically our entertainment deck. And because it's an exterior feature, we step down in terms of our levels to ensure that any water that enters the deck does not penetrate into the main living areas that are fully covered. So we have finished the first 2 parts of the concrete pour. We've taken opportunity, because we are pouring the concrete manually, it's wise then to split it into those 3 stages, as we can monitor the quality closely and ensure that we are paying particular attention. Our main aim is to ensure that we reach the desired strength of the concrete, which is 30 MPa, and we achieve that by closely monitoring the part contributions of the different materials that form the concrete, being your cement, aggregates, and the sand. And we ensure that the pouring is done to standard, and that the mixing is done appropriately to form a consolidated, strong concrete material. At this stage, we've also been working closely with our plumbers and electricians, as we've got some plumbing works. We've done pre-plumbing works for 1 en-suite so far, as well as the electrical works for the switches that service the ground floor. Those wires run through the slab, so prior to covering the steel and formwork with our concrete, the electrician and plumber came in and put in all their materials in that regard. Another aspect of work which we've covered together with these deck pours has been some beams that we have on the ground floor, which we call beam to deck designs, whereby the beam starts below the deck but then ends up entering into the deck. Our concrete slab is 200 millimeters thick, and then you might find a beam, this first 200 millimeters are within the deck, and then it protrudes further down into the ground floor. by an extra 300 to 400 millimeters. So we've also taken the opportunity to shutter the formwork for those beams and pour them together with our deck. And because we are pouring them at one go, it will form one composite, stronger structure. We've added additional beams from the client's request to have a more open plan feel to the floor plan on the ground floor. So we've dealt with all those beams as we're doing the concrete work. From here on end, it will take 21 days for our concrete to reach a desirable tensile strength where the formwork can be removed. And then after that, an extra 7 days to make it 28 days for complete cure of the concrete. Basically, we will resume brickwork for the next floor a month from now.
I just want to also say thank you guys for those who continue to subscribe.
Yes.
The YouTube family is growing.
2,000 subscribers.
Yes, we
so we're excited.
2,000 subscribers.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so-
Thank you to
Yeah.
everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so if you find this information helpful, continue sharing. Like, comment. Subscribe. For those who haven't subscribed,
And
go
it is
ahead and
free
subscribe.
to subscribe because people think you have to pay to subscribe. No.
Yeah.
No, family, it is free. Subscription is free.
It's free.
You don't pay anything. You
Yeah.
just click subscribe button, like, share. That's it. You don't pay anything at all. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
And as you can see, I am wearing my gear from Zimbabwe. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody. Thank you for
Alright.
watching, for supporting us. Much love from the Kanyongos to your home.
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.